All right, hey, this is Hans, and it's time for the Ramen Raiders Top 10 Chinese Instant Noodles of All Time 2025 edition. There have been a lot more neat Chinese varieties showing up in the States recently, and I reviewed a ton of them, so I figured it was time to update the list, so here we go. In at number 10, we have Yashu Xi'an Famous Foods with their Biangbiang noodle, and this is great. This is sweet, spicy. The vegetables were interesting. It came with its own mung bean sprouts, and it also came with potato, which actually really worked well. Definitely one to try. In at number 9, we have Dian with their Crossing the Bridge noodle. This one has a really thick rice noodle, but it came out nice and soft, which is really good. And it had a really good chicken flavor and notes of ginger and chrysanthemum, which were very unique. At number 8, we have JTM Food with their Exo Sauce noodle. This one has a kind of a shelf-stable fresh noodle. Soft, went really well, and the XO sauce was not extremely strong, but it wasn't bland or anything, but it really paired nicely. It was kind of delicate, and it worked really well. So yeah, give it a try. In at number 7, we've got Qishi Lu Ren's Back to Henan noodle. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be either goat or lamb flavored soup. And it's kind of a milky, creamy broth with a wide noodle. And I had this a few years ago, and I think to myself, man, I wish I could get more of this stuff because I'd love to re-review it. It was really good. It really left an impression on me, and very unique, very tasty. In at number 6, we've got Uncle Yan, their sour beef pepper noodle. This one had a really thin noodle, which worked really good with it. It wasn't really all that sour. There was just a little bit, and it was complimentary, but a really nice savory beef flavor. In at number 5, we've got King's noodle with their Chongqing instant pea noodles. These had a really thin noodle. They had a little bit of a peanut thing going on, a little heat from Sichuan peppercorn. And these have these large, they're like golden peas, and they're like extra large peas. And it works really good. I've had a few varieties that have had these in them, and they're really quite good. In at number 4, we've got Jiao with their Jiao Ma Go Ma Fen. And this one has a sweet potato thread, a nice savory broth, and this rice cake, which when you crunch it up and put it in with, it adds a nice little savory crunch to it. And it's really, really good. Just look at it. I mean, it's some heavy duty stuff. This is part of a very wide range of varieties by Jiao, and they're really good. They feature a guy named Bobby Yip on the packaging. So pretty cool. In at number 3, we've got Sichuan Baijia with their Chengdu sweet and spicy noodle. It's a thick udon-like noodle, and it has a sweet and spicy sauce with it. It works really well. I wasn't sure how this one would go, but this is number 3 on the list, so as you can tell, it went very well. In at number 2, we've got Liangchengmei with their Biangbiang noodle, and this is where it's at. This was actually my introduction to Biangbiang. Found it up in Canada, and it was just like, wow. In fact, I think on a subsequent trip to Canada, I got it again and re-reviewed it. So really good stuff, thick, wide noodle. And the trick with doing noodles like this that you'll find in Chinese varieties when you have to boil them, you want to keep stirring them, because if you don't, you're going to get a clump that sticks together. So just a little pro tip from me to you. And in at number 1 on the Ramen Raiders Top 10 Chinese Instant Noodles of All Time 2025 edition, we have Ramen Talk with their Tom Yum Goong. So this, wow. It's funny. A lot of my top 10 lists are topped by companies making a product which really is not a local variety, but they do such a good job of it that I've got to give them props. The noodle is ramen-like. Insofar as it's a straight noodle, works really well. The broth, however, is very much a tom yum, very savory, a lot of tomato influence, a lot of lemongrass, and it's just really, really savory. And the addition of a sachet that has squid and octopus in it. Wow. Really good stuff. You can get this in the US. They do have a US branch where you can order it. So look them up, give it a try. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to help the cause, as it were, and I'd appreciate that. Like, subscribe. I come out with videos every day. You can donate if you'd like. That helps me get Noodles equipment, things like that. So there's links in the description, all that stuff. More top 10s to come. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye.